Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? Let me just check. My stream is moving. 2 seconds, guys. Hopefully, you're all well. Ready for game week 3 just before the international break. I'm just checking all my settings because there's one setting never works for me straight away. Let's do it right now. Hopefully this one loads up quickly. Perfect. How's everyone doing? I'm here, my friend. I'm 3 minutes late. What's going on? Good morning, man. How you doing, bro? Good to see you, man. Ready for game week 3? Have you made your moves? Trophy, like, share, and comment. That's the best way to start the day. Good morning, man. Hopefully you're good. How's everyone doing? I see one of you's already got your predictions. Predictions was good again, you know. Predictions was good again. Honestly, it's getting competitive already, and it's only game week 2 or game week 3 now. Very big game week coming up. Huge swings. There's going to be some big. Jamie, what's going on, man? Good to see you, Jamie, man. How you doing? Let's go. How you doing, Mom? Sat here at 1 million. We march on. 1 million is better than the majority. Let me just tell you that now. A lot of us are in 5, 6. Some are even in 9 millions. It's been that type of start to the season, so you're already above it. Milos, how's it going, my friend? Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're chilling. Hope you're getting ready for the weekend. Ants, what's going on, bro? How's things? Not even had a chance to chat FPL with you recently, man. In the group, everyone's been so busy. How's your team looking, man? What changes? You're probably flying. Paul, what's going on, bro? How you doing? Help me. What's the situation, Paul? What do you need help with? You don't need to help me, man. Look at my team. Look at my team on the screen. As you can tell, I've already made 2 transfers, and I made them very early, which was a bit of a rookie mistake. I was a bit tilted last week, Friday. Let's just say that. But it had to be done. It had to be done. I'll run through everything to 2 free transfers. All right. Where I belong. Well, yeah, we'll give you that, Jamie. We'll give you that. Yes, bro. How you doing? Good to see you, man. How's everyone doing, man? It's a big game week, you know. Big game week. I'm telling you right now. All right, tea taste a little bit. Hope that milk's all right. Hello. I must have a username. Yeah, we need to get you a username. Let me see what Milos done. Did Verts to Kudos. My second will be Van Alisen to Wood Captain. Palmer bench. All right, I like that, Milos. What's your thinking between why are you going to bench Palmer? I'm intrigued with that because that's what I've got at the moment, Milos. I'm intrigued. Let me know your thinking on that, please, because I think that's the big question for this game week. It's obvious, well, it's been made clear that he's not playing this weekend. I think he's close to being fit, to be honest, but they want him to miss the international break, which means you can't play him now as well. When he comes back, he won't be a differential, but he'll be lower owned, and then he's got Brentford, Man United, Brighton. They're good fixtures. I know Palmer's the controversial one because, and he will be the talking point this game week, because he hasn't really delivered recently or the last 6 months in the Prem. But yeah, he's one of the premium midfielders that is capable of blowing up. Like, definitely, if Jamie hears that, he's going to be like, no chance, Small, get rid of him. I'm rolling against this week. Well, that's when you know you're in a good position. That's pretty neat. Won't be able to watch the stream. No, how comes, bro? Send in your predictions later then. Just think, that's a shame, man. It's the timing, isn't it? Sent team on X. Cool, bro. No problem at all, man. No problem at all. Keep Gyökeres or buy Wood. Free hit game week 34. Straight in. Let's see Arsenal's... So Arsenal this weekend is going to be Liverpool's. I'll tell you what, Liverpool's defense should actually probably encourage you for Gyökeres. And the way Arsenal are buying players, Arsenal's squad's looking super strong. But let's look at Gyökeres not just for now. Let's look at from game week 3 to game week 8. Arsenal predicted 1.2 against Liverpool, then 2, 1.6, 1.5, 2.3, 1.7. So it depends. It depends on how, what's it called, if the short term over the long term, because Nottingham Forest for Wood, I predicted much less in that 8-game period. So if you're not wildcarding, if you're not going to wildcard from like for now, say up to game week 8, you're probably better off keeping Gyökeres. Simple as that. With no Saka, that means he's got penalties. Wood looks super attractive now because he's got a gorgeous fixture today. But if you look at it in the long run, I think you're going to want to, trust me, if you look at it in the long run, you're going to want to keep Gyökeres. You'll get far more after the international break. Sometimes we focus in on one game week, but it's your call. I suppose you want to captain this game week. If you don't have no one else, no Man United midfielders, or you could do that move. All right. Good to see you, brother. I'm glad you're here, bro. How's things? I've made my 2 moves. I told you, innit? Me and you had a chat on X. So hopefully you made your moves, bro. It's been a difficult first 2 game weeks, but as I said, loads of experienced managers have done the same thing. So, in fact, we have Longburn that tells me that Palmer is more injured than we are. That's an interesting fact to that. I'm not sure about that, but that is an interesting perspective. I like that. Good morning, Bagworks. What's going on? Good morning. How's your team ready? Captain locked. Everyone ready? How's everyone doing, man? Let me just see. Make sure anyone watching on X, do me a favor. Please retweet, like it. Make sure if you're on the stream early, get a like in, please, nice and early. I'd really appreciate that. Got loads to get through today. I think my immediate and midterm gain is better with Wood and Kudos. Palmer not as priority as I even have bench. Okay, I see your point, mate. Yeah, and then you can have the option of what to do with him after the international break, which is quite a powerful option. It seems silly now, unless what Jamie's saying, this here, if this was to come into fruition, I don't think it is. I don't believe it. From what I'm hearing, he's fine. I'm hearing that he was even close to playing today, but they pulled him out because they don't want him to go international break. And it's hard to tell the international manager, Tuchel, that no, he can't come, but then he's playing 80 minutes against Fulham. So that's what I'm hearing. But yeah, I'm torn between captains. Oh, I'm torn between bench and Aït-Nouri and Gyökeres. Oh, I think in this scenario here, you play their attacker, right? Who's Man City got? Brighton. Brighton probably scored, but he's so attacking. Brighton's predicted 1.25. Clean sheet there is 29%. It's actually decent. They're 30%. That's a difficult one, but and Gyökeres is playing Liverpool, who are super leaky. What's Liverpool's clean sheet odds? 30%, so just 1% above. I'd probably play the attacker, man, just for the penalties. Like, just the way Liverpool been defending Kanate, Kirkes, and just the way we've been defending, I can see Arsenal even maybe getting a pen. So, yeah, you got to play Gyökeres there, mate. Go for it. That's my opinion, but of course, Milos, go with what you feel. If you feel that Aït-Nouri, after his incredible performance, was it not last game week, the first game week, wasn't it? 9-pointer. He's capable of that. So if you fancy that, definitely go for that. A bit weary to discuss captaincy, but my captain is currently injured. Oh, wow. Interesting. I was just saying that, Bagworks, funny enough, before I read your comment. There's nothing wrong with that. There's actually nothing wrong with that. Liverpool have conceded. How many goals we conceded? 2 against Newcastle and 2 against Bournemouth? And Arsenal's superior than both of them. So why can't Arsenal score 1? If they score 1, the probability is very high. It's Gyökeres. Don't forget, penalties now are locked. No Saka. And some will say no, Arteta will be a bit more reluctant to attack because some of his key players are missing. I'm not sure. I mean, you're an Arsenal fan. You tell me, what do you expect? Do you expect Ezra and that to come in straight away? Like, what do you expect to happen with this Noni to replace Saka? Your squad is so deep. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen there. But I would possibly, depends on who else you got on your team to captain. But he's not a bad shout, I didn't put him in my captaincy. We'll talk a bit more detail about him soon. Let me just check something quickly. Remember what I said to you guys. Please do me a favor. Make sure if you're watching on X, I know loads watch it on X, Do me a favor. If you are watching on X, please retweet it. Like the stream. Yeah, exactly. Really appreciate that. Make a big difference. All right. Let's keep going. All right. Where are we? Yeah, it makes sense. Aït-Nouri not even 100%. Yeah, I think he will start though. But I think Milos, you just go for the striker, man. I think you might as well. The forward is just looking so yeah, the forward is just too, for me, the difference between a forward and the defender, unless it's a rubbish forward like I had before, looks shiny. Your head looks shiny today. Is it looking shinier today? Maybe it's the lighting. Maybe it's a sign I'm gonna have a good game week. Where is it? I'm replying back to this comment. Your head looks shiny today. Yeah, well, let's hope there's some points there this game week. More importantly, I don't have Wood. Unfortunately, that would be my first choice for captain this game week. I have Pedro, but Pedro's a good one. I have mixed feeling tomorrow's game. Oh, today's game. They're playing today's game. Or you mean Arsenal v Liverpool? Yeah, there's definitely a good possibility. There's definitely a good possibility there's goals in that game. That's what I was saying to you. There's There's not been what's it called? Liverpool clean sheets recently. 4 goals conceded in 2 games. So I think, I mean, let's have a look at what's his name? Pedro. Pedro, I had Pedro as my vice captain at one stage. I was considering his captain. So let's have a look at, in fact, we're going to talk about captaincy soon. Let's leave that. We don't need to go too early in captaincy. Captaincy, we're going to jump to that. Oh, it's the blue light. Shine. Okay, let me go back to this one here. Oh, it's the blue light. No worries. I've tried to add some light. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's the blue light. Don't worry, man. I don't have, unfortunately. Let's look at, let me see this one here. So this stat here is actually pretty, this one here is pretty important when it regards to captaincy. Now, look at this screen here. So again, this is just data taken from Solio Analytics and Rob T and co there. And it's showing you the predicted highest FPL point scorers for this upcoming game week. Now, again, it's just data, it's a prediction. If you go back, I should really check every game week to see how the data does compared to what materializes. Interesting. Look who's at top. Bruno Fernandes. Who would have envisaged that? After that is Haaland. Haaland's definitely a very good captaincy shout. Mohamed Salah is just one of those players, even against Arsenal, the best defense. He's up there. Cunha and Mbumo, Man United midfields, because they're playing Burnley, you know, at home. But having said that, I mean, Grimsby, most of you seen that result. You see Amaron, the way he came out after that. Not really a good position to be. Yes, Stuart. Good to see you, bro. Who you captaining, Stuart? And what transfers have you made, mate? Come on, let me know. Stuart last season was flying, absolutely flying. Won the mini league, man. A very competitive mini league at that. Cunha and Mbumo. So tell me, basically, look through this team and tell me how many players have you got just from the top 15. How many? I mean, this thing here, I'm a bit suspicious of. Some of the data, I'm seeing Delit and Dogu ahead of some other really big attackers. I'm not quite sure. As I said, I mean, there's a lot of defenders in there as well. It tells you it's a combination of DEFCON, clean sheets, and not for attacking returns. I'm a bit suspicious of that. Good morning, bro. Good to see you, man. How's things? Habibi. Yes, how's things, bro? I ain't seen you for a little while, man. It's a shame you couldn't make the last fest. That would have been sweet. Good morning, Heather. How you doing? You all right? Everyone's ready for this game week. What's going on? Everyone, tell me your transfers. What transfers have you made? At least in the chat, let me know what transfers have you made. And on X as well. You can put the comments in. Hopefully they come through. If not, jump on YouTube and put your comments through. I'm looking at triple captain Wood. Wow. That is big. I keep forgetting that we've got 2 sets of chips. Sometimes I hear triple captain. I'm like, why are you using that already? But the more I think about it, why are you not? If you've got a good fixture and West Ham are hideous, it looks like Potter's on. Literally, if they lose this game here, he could be done. Why wouldn't you use it? I keep forgetting, we've got 2 sets of chips, one for the first part of the season. So maybe we're being a bit too tight with them. And if this is the game week where they predict, I mean, the one obvious one for triple captain as well, Stuart, is game week 6, as you can see, Manchester City play, I think, Burnley there. That'll be a popular game week for captaincy. I'm not sure if that's the type of game for Haaland, actually, because they're going to park the biggest bus. I mean, but that won't mean much. They're still going to get battered. But still, that's an example. So you should be doing what Stuart's doing, is basically looking through the fixtures. And if you think there is one where there's going to be at least 2 goals for your captain, triple captain, you go for it. I mean, there's a small, tiny possibility we could get a double in the first part of the season around game week 17. I can't remember. I saw Ben Krellin, who's like the double fixture master. But it's quite unlikely. And I mean, I'm not sure if you'd want to wait for that. I think you should have to use the chips. If the opportunities are there, you got to use them. Saka to Kudos or Alanga is on the cards. Maybe Wood in as well, but need to bench Wirtz or wow, benching Wirtz or Reinders then. I'm not sure if you need to do that, man. That tells me, mate, your team Saka to Kudos. Or I think Kudos is Spurs. Where are they? Where's Spurs in the projections? They're 5th compared to Newcastle. And Alanga, I'm still not sure about him. Not saying he's not a good player, but just as an FPL asset. Even, to be fair, I wasn't even 100% sure about Kudos at the start of the season, but he's done well so far. You'd probably go Kudos in it. He's done well so far. But then Alanga's next 3 fixtures. Where's Newcastle? 1.62, 1.5 versus. Depends how long you're going to keep them for as well, Khan. It actually depends how long you're going to keep them for. That's quite important. I think if you're keeping them longer, I probably still prefer the Spurs asset. As you can see, the next 5 fixtures for them, they're still nicer overall. But if you're keeping them for the short term, Newcastle's short-term fixtures are really, really good. I think you're going to want to do that. Can't trust United, can't afford Haaland as usual. We trust the Egyptian. Wow, you're going for it. That's interesting. You see, that's what I mean. I've got, if you look at my team here, which we'll run through in a minute, I've actually got the vice captaincy on him, but I can't bring myself though. Morpheus, I mean, Arsenal, look how good they are defensively. I mean, that is a brave one, but I don't blame you. Yeah, City at home to Burnley. Yeah, exactly. That's true. That's the week I think a lot of people are looking. But this week is a good one. Chris Wood against West Ham. I can see it. What's I already did Frimpong to Cucurella. Good move. Bowen to JP. Yeah. Captain. Yeah, that's very good moves there. But that's just like perfect sense. Bowen to JP. So basically, what you got fed up at the West Ham, same as me. I got rid of Fulkrug. And he bought Cucurella in, who I still like. I really like him as a £6 million defender. Who to captain? Eva Marilla. I wouldn't captain the defender, though. I know it seems a bit, maybe it's just me, but he was on that chart. I got to say, I wouldn't captain him personally. I would captain JP. It's the first fixture, though. Is that what's putting you off, Edward? It's the first fixture. My wild card's looking weird, but it's okay. It is what is it? Put it in the chat, Rabbi, because I remember I saw it on X and it actually looked really good. I think the discussion me and you quickly had was potentially Ekatike, but it sounds like Isaac is coming, so I'm not sure if you want to take that on and almost book a transfer in. I mean, who knows what's going to happen there. Isaac will probably still need the international break and more to get the fitness. So, yeah, I'm not sure about that one, you know. Put your wild card in, man. Let's decipher it. Transfer was Cole Palmer to Reinders. Yeah. Can move Haaland in later or go back for Palmer. Yeah. Okay, so you're leaving a lot of money in the pot. Fair play. Yeah. Why Reinders? I know I want him as well, actually, even though he didn't do nothing last week. This is not about being just reacting to whoever does something. Why did you go Reinders over all the others, Morpheus? Because you had all that money. You could have got like Elanga, Barnes. You could have got Anderson. There's loads of options there. Semenyo, Kudos. How comes you went Reinders there? I'm intrigued about that as well. Also bought Semenyo for Palmer. That's a really good move. Yo, Jay Nova, what's happening, bro? Good to see you, man. Your team ready? Locked in? That's cool, bro. No problem at all. I know how it is. No problem, bro. I know, mate. I know how it is. Listen, sometimes life gets in the way, man. You can't make the streams. All good, bro, man. It's good that you even represented. Make sure you like as well. And I made the transfers midweek. So did I. Yeah. Oh, you went early as well. Yeah, same as me. Verts to Semenyo and Fulkrug to Pedro. And yes, I still same as me. Don't worry. It's not the end of the world. We're going to lose value. And we're going to feel pain a bit this week. So we're probably like me. Look, I had to play one of my subs and it doesn't look great. So that's where a bit of the luck comes in. If one of our subs, the rubbish subs, say like Juve or Anderson, pulls in, I don't know, even DEFCON points like 4, then all of a sudden Palmer on the bench, you must remember when Palmer comes back from international break, yeah, let me tell you, when Palmer comes up from international break, look where Chelsea still are. This is for attacking, for goals, basically, in the next 5. So from game week 3 to game week 8. When he comes back, he's got 1.7. I think that's Brentford. 1.6. I think that's Man U. Then he's got 2. Was that Brighton? I can't remember the order of it, but it's that. And then he's still got 2. Yeah, then he's still got 1.6, 1.6. And you got to remember, Palmer, he's splitting what's it called? He's like Marmite, as they say at the moment. Some people even really like think he's useless, rubbish. If Jamie was on here, he would have jumped in, he would have said, no, get rid of him. Or he's still a top bracket player and just having a bit of a moment, to be fair. And you saw what he could do at Club World Cup Championship. So from my perspective, that could still work out, Bagworks. We're going to lose about 0.3 million. It's a lot of money. Part of me today was still thinking, you know, for us to remove him, take a -4 to remove him. But then we got to look at it like this. We're doing a -4. The player coming in has got to be something that we'd want to hold a little bit more long term because we're taking a hit. We'd potentially want a captain, or it's an explosive player, which my one wouldn't be, because in midfield, I wouldn't bring in another Man United midfielder. I already have Bruno. which you can see the captaincies on him. Yep. Completely lost it here. But and I don't see it. They're going to have to outscore, as I said, someone like Anderson, who, yeah, he's playing Chelsea, but really gets 2 points. But they have to return, which we know in FPL is not likely. I mean, Alanga, Bar, it could be any of those midfielders. And then after that, I'm going to have to look when the next game week comes. I want to put Palmer in our team and see people that don't have him. So that's what I'm thinking about with AgWorks. That's exactly what I'm thinking about, mate. So let me show you. Let's have a look how he's. Let's see how Palmer's gone down, actually. Let's have a look. So before his ownership, 35% already. I think that's fresh. Let me just check, make sure my thing. He's gone down. He was already, he was much more higher owned than that. Yeah. Oh, he's 30% owned. Wow. Right. He's been sold. Palmer has been sold. Outrage. Is it 275,000 transfers? It's 2 million. What? Is that 2 million? Is my maths wrong? It's 2 million. He's been sold by. Whoa. So he's going to go down. He already went down last night. So we've lost that. Vagworks. We've already lost that. He's already gone down, and we're going to lose more money on him. But as I said to you, this is where the bravery or stupidity comes in, because after this national break, if we put him in our team and he's fit against the Brentford, it's going to be looking very, very tasty. Trust me. Sounds silly now. These are the type of gambles you have to take in FPL. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. All right. Let me have a look at the fixture. So he'll have, when he comes back, he'll have Brentford away, Man United away, and then Brighton at home. That's not bad. That's not bad. Right. Let's have a look. Morning, if you've just jumped in, or good afternoon or good evening, depending where you're watching from. Do me a favor, please like the stream. Please subscribe to the channel. Remember, at the end, as soon as the deadline goes, we do our predictions game. Last week was very competitive. I've got to say, someone new, top. And every week we do it, and it's there's a prize for the monthly winner as well. I'll tell you about the prizes later on. I'll tell you about the scoring system, but we do that straight after the deadline. It's no point in doing that now. Now we're just trying to sort out our teams. Let me quick flick through these. Wildcard 8 is the plan, but might keep kudos in wild. All right, fair play. Then yeah, that's pretty cool then, mate. Yeah, that means you're pretty locked in. Wildcard. I'm possibly looking around. Good morning, Sing, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone had their Weetabix. Not yet. I've just had I'm having a tea, mate. That's all I'm having. What are you having for breakfast, Sing? Yes, first fixture giving doubts. Yeah, I know. I think a lot of people with that one there saw rumors about Liverpool putting in a bid for Isaac today. Yeah, I think it's happening. I think now everything's pointing towards that. Newcastle are just going to make Liverpool work for it. They're not going to let him. They're peed off, and rightly so. And they're hurt. They're losing a player which really you can't really replace. So they're going to make him go the last minute, so he has the minimum preseason and make Liverpool paid as much as possible. But I think it's happening. I don't see a way where he can stay. Newcastle just want to buy one more striker. But yeah, they're not feeling great about that. Again, these lawyers going to break. JPEC, there you go. The early captain, as I told you. Good morning, Claire. Happy belated birthday. I did say it to you as well yesterday. Hopefully you had a good day. And your birthday present, Claire, is going to be a big green arrow. Big green arrow. Can we discuss Eza is the key differential to... You know what? I know Arsenal fans are super excited and rightly so, because he is such a good player. Like I think this transfer has almost gone in under the radar, because Spurs was about to get him, and then Arsenal just came in and bullied them and took the player. But he's a really, really good player. I think it won't be long before, even without the injuries, that he's actually starting. Like, even without the injuries, I think he's actually starting. So he will be eventually. I'm not sure now. I think Arsenal fixtures. I think we all know. If we look at Arsenal fixtures, 2 seconds, where are they here? I think everyone's waiting on Arsenal fixtures. Everyone's got a plan. Arsenal fixtures at the moment are difficult. They've got Liverpool, Nottingham Forest, Man City, Newcastle. Not the best entry point, but I can tell you for a fact, the reason I think even Evero, I think I pronounced that right, Khan, said wildcard around 7 and 8, is because after that, it's the Arsenal fixtures change. I'm considering that as well. That's when I'll be tripled up on Arsenal, probably double defense. And when you look at it, they'll have West Ham at home, Fulham away, Crystal Palace at home, Burnley, Sunderland. I mean, look at it, man. Tottenham,
they're really good fixtures. That's the time where really you're going to want to capitalize on Arsenal and Arteta. So yeah, might even be. I know some are considering even a Arsenal goalkeeper transfer, Raya, to capitalize in these in this swing of fixtures. So that's the reason the wild card, you will hear it around that period, and it makes perfect sense. As I said, to get these Arsenal players, he was 55%. I can't remember what he was answering there, Jamie, but Man United this week are a high risk with low reward. People trebling up on the next. Yeah, I know. So this is a good point that Stuart makes here, and it's a valid point. So this is now where you go via fixture. This is basically all your faith is on an upcoming fixture. It's Man United at Old Trafford against Burnley, a promoted team, who, to be fair to them, have been not too bad. They don't look like full whipping boys. But then you're picking a team, Manchester United, who are so hot and cold against Arsenal in game week 1. They were very good performance, but they still lost. Game week 2 against Fulham, maybe there was moments in it that were okay, but realistically, like, not that great. Grimsby, it's a different team, different competition, maybe different mentality. They lost on penalties. They were shocking. And that's when I saw Amaron. I almost felt sorry for him when you saw how his face was in that interview and how he was on that tactics board. I mean, I made a bit of fun of him myself, a couple of memes, but boy, he was on the ropes. That looked like a manager that was defeated. So as Stuart's saying here, it is, I mean, tripling up on Man United for me is crazy. Unless it's on a free hit or, I don't know, you've got loads of transfers that you're going to get rid of them. I can't see that. I'm not tripling up on them as well. I think that's crazy, Stuart. Yeah. I think one or two of them, Bruno or Cunha, I like. Some have gone on Bumo. I do like, I mean, in theory, they should get, I mean, they predicted, what they predicted? They predicted at least 2.8, 2.18. So 2 goals, maybe 3 goals. Clean sheet odds are pretty good as well, hence why they were in the list. But I totally get it though, Stuart. I'm with you here. This one's a controversial one. This one here is going to make or break this game week here. I'm going to tell you that right now. This fixture, the captaincy in the fixtures, this is going to make or break this game week. It's so pivotal to this upcoming game week. Honestly, unreal. Bravery, definitely a big kahuna. Yeah, exactly. What, to go for triple United? Yeah. I had chai, Indian tea, egg sandwich. That's pretty good, actually. Yeah, that's a nicer breakfast than what I've got. Thoughts on Watkins captain? Oh boy. Oh boy. You know what? What do we say about Watkins, man? What do we say about Watkins? I know we're all laughing. What do we say about Watkins? And the reason I say this to you, we've had him for 2 game weeks now. Well, I have. I doubt anyone's transferred him in. So if you've got him, Heather, you've started the season with him like me. He's predicted from, this is the Fantasy Scout members area prediction model, 4.97. Others will have him. Let me check. Solio will have him. Where's Watkins? Solio will have him around. Oh, this hasn't got his predicted. But he's predicted around 5. Yeah, there it is. There. He's predicted 5. So it's pretty close. So at least 1 attacking return. Now, Unai Emery for me has got to do something this game week. He's actually been forced into it because I think there's 2 players missing. 2 important players. Who is it? Onana and Kamara, which I think is going to force his hand. I was on a pod. I was discussing on Space yesterday with Focal and Charlie and Cayman. And we had this discussion right here, and it was a good discussion. And the reason is they need a little, what I mean, it's like something to freshen it up in attack. And it's not just specifically personnel, new players. I mean, although that would help. But it's the way he plays. And at the moment, they've been very toothless in attack the first 2 games. I've not liked it. I've been very nervous as a double Aston Villa holder. And if I'm honest with you, when I started with him, I did actually earmark him as these are some of the games where you could captain him. Watkins normally starts the season incredibly well. Would we have the stomach to do it now? For you, who have you got? So, Heather, you've got either Watkins, João Pedro. Have you got one more option? If it was between them, I think João Pedro's the better option. I think João Pedro, because he's got the penalties. There's no Palmer. So João Pedro will have the penalties. Probably plays as a 10 again, which maybe favours him. Delap might lead the line again. Fulham, both opponents are horrible. They're both home games. So both Fulham away at home and Crystal Palace at home. Difficult games. If you want to paint the narrative, Crystal Palace just played a midweek fixture, maybe a bit leggy, bit tired out. I'm not sure about that, man. These are elite athletes. They'll be ready to roll. But Watkins is an option. If you don't want to go for the early kickoff, if you don't want to go for the early kickoff, I would say go for it. What's my bro saying here? Thoughts on bringing in Wood and Anderson for Gooey? That's good transfers. And if you're doing the Gooey move, a lot of people have done that with Wood and stuff. What I will start saying is, because Gooey's been a problem for us, as in he's not playing, but it don't really matter if the rest of our bench plays. But if you're doing that type of move, though, mate, you should start considering or planning your bench boost if you haven't already used it. Like I said at the start of the stream, we've got double chips. You need to start thinking about when you're going to use them. You could stack them and just leave them to the end and use them. But reality is there'll be certain fixtures which are a bit more optimal to use them. Okay, so bench boost is one of the ones that a lot of people have used in game week 1. Possibly I should have done that as well, but I wanted a bit more information. For example, Gooey, we thought he might have the minutes. You got a couple during the midweek fixtures, but not in the cup competition, but not yet properly in the Premier. He's only had 10 minutes. If he was playing, looked like he was going to play, the next time I see my bench all going to play, I would use the bench boost. So you start thinking about that ahead. Start planning these moves here. So the reason I said that, if you're doing that, you're upgrading your squad big time, because that Palmer money means you can get an 8th attacker that actually plays, Wood. And Anderson's excellent. As you can see, I bought him in as well. I bought Anderson in. I like him as an asset. The only problem was if Nuno was going to be sacked, that would have worried me. The comments from the chairman midweek still didn't fill me with confidence. So, but yeah, I like that move, mate. They're good moves. Do it. As long as you don't have zero FOMO, like Palmer after the international break against Brentford. If you don't, which I think a lot of people don't, they're not scared. Palmer's not done anything to scare anyone. So as long as you can save yourself a lot of value. Someone like me, and I think Vagworks, who still owns Palmer, we're gonna lose loads of value. So that's one to think about there as well. Let me put something up here. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I'm putting something in. All right, I'm putting a poll up there. Let's get into it. I put a poll up. Like I said, I've been slacking with these. I don't normally do them. I put a poll up on YouTube. Sorry, I have to type like that. You can see my head right like that in front of the camera. Bum, bum, bum. All right, we answered that. Let's go here. Jamie was saying 55% about Palmer's original ownership. So that's a bit, yeah, it is over 2 million. That's correct, Jamie. Yeah, that's exactly what I was checking. Thank you, mate. Good morning, bro. Good to see you, man. How's things? Yeah, I see you put out the other pod. About time, mate. About time. Yes, Jetta. What's happening? Hey. Oh, Predictions League. I see your name somewhere. Let's see something. Anuski, my boy. What's happening, bro? How's things? You made your moves? Congratulations. Got a price increase with no contribution. Couldn't you got a price increase? Yeah, I know. That's actually hilarious. Stuart's right. It tells you that how the flock, how you know what? Early in the season with FPL, this is when it's most volatile with price changes. The most amount of people are playing. Don't forget, loads quick. Come after Christmas when your team's in the bin. You're like, nah, I can't be bothered with that. So the transfers calm down. And at the start of the season, loads of, I was going to say the term casual. Some people don't like that. Maybe not as hardcore managers as us in here are just making moves. One player plays one bad game, he's gone. One player with a potential good fixture, he's in. And as Stuart says, how's Cunha already gone up? Well, in reality, he hasn't done nothing. So people are bringing him in on the premise that hopefully he does something against Burnley. But yeah, then they realize that next week, the week after, they don't want him. And then he's traveling to Brazil. And then he might come back late for game week 4. There's all of these sort of things to think about. I've kept Watkins and Rodgers, they will come good. I hope so, mate. I really hope so, Stuart. We need that. Seriously, it's been... I mean, have you started the season with them as well? Yeah, you must have, innit? You wouldn't have brought them in. So you're like me, they've kept working. Let's hope they do. As I said, it's not, I don't know if it's we've not seen any of those signs. What I will say this week though, those 2 injuries are going to shake up what Aston Villa, how they set up. I think Tielemans dropping further back, give them the brain. They can actually build up and be more unpredictable from deeper, because they were playing him a bit further forward, but the things behind him wasn't that great. It wasn't functioning. Let's just say that. Don't feel sorry for Man United. I'm enjoying their pain. I think a lot of fans are, you know what? I slyly was having a little laugh. But to be fair, that interview though, the man, there's only so much you can say. I did feel sorry for him. I looked at him and I was like, this man here, he's basically saying, I want to go home. You know, I want my mummy. That's what he was basically saying. Orange Apple, not on free hit. Who do you like most out of Semenyo, Gibbs, White, and Doy or Olanga? I think I'm going to be boring and say Semenyo. I think Bournemouth, he's shown me enough already this season. I know, although Bournemouth, the reason I think Semenyo is not hot for this game week is the fixture he's got is Tottenham. It's not great entry point. But then when you look at Semenyo, for the longer run, I still like his other fixtures, 1.5, 1.5. This is what he's predicted in the other four games. 5 games, I should say. The Newcastle fixtures are gorgeous. If you want a shorter term punt, let me go back here. Sorry, let me flick this back here. Newcastle's fixtures, the short-term fixtures for Newcastle are really, really good. Like they're outrageously good. Let me see, where are they? So I can actually put them on. They've got Leeds, Wolves. I mean, those 2 fixtures there. If you're looking for a short-term and you want immediate, incredible fixtures, Barnes or Elanga do look incredible. Like they look incredible, and I won't blame you if you go in there. After that, they got Bournemouth, Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, which is not horrible. You saw how good Newcastle are. They nearly beat Liverpool with 10 men. But it's up to you with that one there. If you want a short term, Chris, what's he called? Gibbs White, very popular transfer in this week. Some are even captaining him. I'm sure I saw West Ham at home, amazing entry point. Then Arsenal away after international break is going to look horrible for the Nottingham Forest. And then it's Burnley and Sunderland. So 3 incredible. You know what? It is actually hard to look past that, isn't it? It's between those 2. If you're looking fixtures, if you're looking for the player, I think I prefer Semenyo than the 3 that you've got. But his fixtures are not as good. So that's my take on it. Having said that, he was still the most popular to bring in. Semenyo, Tottenham, entry points horrible. Then Brighton at home, okay. Newcastle's not great, but then he's got Leeds, Fulham, Crystal Palace. Semenyo, so basically, Semenyo's a long-term hold. You've got a good player, a good attacking team, versus the players who haven't shown anything in FPL yet. Maybe Ndoye has, but versus their fixtures. So let me tell you who I'll go for. If you're not doing an early wildcard, I'd still probably get Semenyo. Sounds a bit boring there. If you are looking to wildcard around game week 7, maybe then possibly go for the short-term fixtures and try your luck. Ndoye or Gibbs White or Elanga. Or if you can afford Barnes, they're all options. Barnes' minutes are not as attractive because he might still come off. But yeah, that's what I would say on that one there. That's a tricky one there, Orange Apple. Yo, Finn, good luck. More surprised you switched off Uncle What's going on, Benji? Good to see you, bro. Thank you very much. Good luck for you as well, bro. I know you're probably captain Haaland, I guess. And you're probably captain Haaland. Let me guess. I know that. Just by using Uncle Salah. Don't rap with Uncle Salah, you know. I'll soon be making an appearance on your incredible pod, bro. Yeah? Hopefully. Soon we make that happen, man. Soon. That was going to be nice. If you don't know Thinking Cap, he's got a pod. Check him out. That's all I'm going to say to you. He's another excellent YouTuber. Good FPL manager as well. Good luck. He said, I'm surprised. Let's see what my boys done. I've got bench boost activated. Yeah, see, I told you, if you've got it ready, like if your team's all playing, there's nothing wrong going for it. Team is Vicario, Cuckoo, Porro, Livramento, Mbumo, Cunha, Dango, Elanga, Pedro, Sesko. Ooh, don't think he's going to start, but Wood, bench, Kelleher, Burn, VVD, and Kudos. Thoughts, yeah, it's a nice team. You got to bench boost that, man. Look at your whole team's playing. The only one that might hurt you, is Sesko. I've got a feeling he's going to play that Mount in that position and they interchange. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. But the rest of the team is stacked. It's a solid team. I think you go for it. I think with this one here, when I did say, when you reach the stage now, any opportunity you see your bench, they're all playing, like go for it. Bench boost in the second half of the season, you can start stacking it with a double game week and try to get 15 doublers. Use it after your wild card. That's the normal strategy with FPL managers, what we try to do. In this season, this is new to us. A bench boost at the first single game week. So it's completely new territory. I'd go as far to say, if you see your team with a starting all your bench you think they're going to play, even if the fixtures for say 2 of them or 3 of them are not amazing, I'd say you can use it. If you get 10 points, 12 points, you've had a good bench boost. It's not the best chip. And the problem with bench boost, why it's good that Anuski's using it, it means you carry too much money on your bench. You're trying to carry players that are playing. Where normally you can get rid of, you can have 4.5 GUI or Estev or players that maybe that are not great or don't play, because you only need really 2 playing subs. Like realistically, it's very rare you need all 3. So that's the reason. If you use the bench boost, you can start filtering the money back into your squad. Palace was one of the best away teams last season. I'm not surprised Villa scores. Yeah, you see, there you go. That's what I'm saying. Depends on the narrative. I mean, I'm not sure about that. What's the prediction today for what? Not Watford. I call them Watford. They won't be happy about that. Aston Villa's predicted 1.57. But I agree. Palace defensively, they're not mugs. That's what makes the Watkins captaincy very, very tricky. Would be careful with Anderson from Louise came in. Yeah, definitely. You know what, Freshie? I was thinking that they've brought in a couple of good players. I think they're buffing up their squad ready for European football. Yeah. But I do see, as long as Nuno's there, I do see Anderson being a solid pick. The reason for that is that's his boy. The way his style of football. I remember Nuno when he's playing, he's a goalkeeper, very defensive minded. Anderson, his type of player. I'll be surprised. I mean, he's just been given an England call up. He's playing football. He's playing the best football of his life. So I'll be very surprised. But I do get your concerns, especially after international break. We're going to start getting European football kicking in. And that's where FPL becomes crazy and possibly contradicts what I just said regarding the bench boost and getting rid of your bench, because you might need them. So these are things to think about with European football. Don't know who to captain currently. Dango, who's he playing? Brentford. Who's Brentford got? Sunderland. All right, that is very extreme. Who else? I mean, in your team, who else did you have? You've got captaincy here. You've got Alanga potentially, very good fixture. You've got Mbumo or Cunha, the 2 Man United ones up there, probably the better ones. Yeah, they're probably, or Pedro, if you don't mind the early kickoff. So you've got options there, bro. You've got options. Don't know who to captain. Listen, let me take a little pause. So what's the time? 10, 15, you might say 10, 16. Bit more time to deadline's at 11 o'clock. So we've got about 45 minutes before deadline. Do me a favor. Please like, please subscribe, and please do me a favor. Share the stream. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you to everyone that's already on here. Really appreciate that. Makes a big difference. Please like, as I said, share the stream. Subscribe as well if you haven't already subscribed. If you're watching on X, do me a favor. Get involved in the comments, get involved. Make sure, Benji, thank you very much. You like the stream as well. Get involved and yeah, I'm going to see this now. I'm going to put another one on X to tweet that out now. All right, let me come back to this now. Let me go back to my team. I'm going to tell you the transfers I've done, actually. My thinking, what I'm doing. Let me see, first of all. I'm glad I didn't get lukewarm part. You see, Claire? I know you've avoided all of this headache. I know. He is lukewarm, innit? Not even cold. It's a shame. See, little tease. Sorry, bro. I was under the weather during this week. Feeling a little better. No worries, man. Oh, about releasing the pod. I hear you, man. As a United fan. Orange, as a United fan, not convinced by Bruno captain. Issue is only other options for me are Watkins, Job. Oh, so you're a United fan and you're not convinced. That's an interesting perspective. Is that because of the last fixture or just all season or just under Amaron? Give me some more information. Let me know. Give me some more information and let me know, please. Claire, me too. What was that regarding? I missed it. Yes, sir. Yeah. I see you, bro. That's don't worry, man. We'll be chatting football soon, bro, man. 100% agree with you, bro. Looks like, let me see here. Looks like my team will be Sales, Lacroix, Romero, Morello, Salah, Kudos, Rogers, Verts, Reinders, JP Watkins, captain undecided. Yeah, captaincy this week. We're going to talk about captaincy. When should we do it? Normally it's the last half an hour, isn't it? So 10:30, isn't it? 10:30, let's talk captaincy. It's already that time. 10:30, we need to talk captaincy. All right. So listen, let me run you through my team. Sales against West Ham. Come on, man. If there's ever a time for a clean sheet, it's got to be this game week here. Come on, man. I'm forced into playing this back four because look who's on the bench. Expensive Palmer. So Anderson versus Chelsea, not great at all. I'm hoping for another miracle from him, like DEFCON, because I do want him to concede because I have Cucurella and João Pedro, 2 Chelsea players playing against him. Van de Ven, Bournemouth at home. I'm not happy about that, but what can I do? I've run out of players. I could play Esteve against United, but I think that's pushing. Excuse me. I think that's pushing it. But he has to play Juve. Oh my goodness. You know I'm in trouble when I'm playing Juve against Nottingham Forest, but you never know. All right. People are captaining and triple captaining Wood, and I'm playing a defender from that team. That is not good. But you saw that jammy assist he got last week against Chelsea, even though they got peppered 5-1. He still got 3 points. I'm hoping for something like that. But it's not looking good in that team there. Mohamed Salah, currently the vice captain, the absolute machine, not been playing great so far. I think even he's getting used to this new team, this new, what Slot's doing here. He's added even more attackers. That's why we look so soft and so open. But he's the vice captain. As Benji said, Uncle Salah, liberties. Have you seen what Salah's physique? He looks in better shape than 18-year-olds. Anderson, the new signing. So let me just let you know, the new signings that came in. Ndai left and Fulkrug, that pub striker left. And João Pedro came in and Anderson came in. I'm happy with these 2 moves there. I don't have even though I moved early. The one regret, if I didn't move early, I would have had the option to remove Palmer and keep Ndai. Whether I would have done that or not is a separate story, but that's the thing by going early. I went early because I was losing money all over the place. Rodgers and Watkins against Crystal Palace at home. As Jetta said here, Crystal Palace last season away were pretty good defensively. Me and Praz had this discussion on Final Thoughts, not Deadline Dilemmas, Final Thoughts. The other day, it's out on Scout. If any of you have checked it out, and we still think they're going to come good. They've got good enough fixtures, I think, to hold with them. Bruno Fernandes, the current captain in this team. Now, this is where it's really testing even me here, whether I should captain him. I don't really have much options this week. If Watkins had that swagger about him and was scoring, possibly I'd consider him, but I can't go there. Mohamed Salah playing the best defense probably in Europe. Do you want to go captain against him? I mean, he's still capable of returning. He's my vice captain. And then João Pedro, excellent performance last week, but that was West Ham. Fulham are much more of a difficult fixture. And also, it's almost like their little West London, little posh derby, this Kings Road derby. I'm not sure if this is the right fixture. Silva's a kind of manager that can make a team very, very awkward. I'm not sure if this is the captaincy shout. So then it means I've ended up on Bruno. What do you think about that? I mean, how crazy is that, man? Bruno captaincy. I mean, how crazy is that? Let me see. 50% of the poll have said no, they don't have Palmer. Nah, that's nuts. 50% have said no Palmer. All right, cool. So that's my team and the bench. Dubravka, Palmer, Esteve, and Gui. So I'm really light on the bench because Palmer's not playing. Gui probably won't play. So I only have Esteve. So I've got enough flex for one of my players to not play. I'm hoping that 11 I've got out there surely all play at minimum. I mean, that at least that's not too bad. But if they don't, and then yeah, I think I'm in trouble there. Let me have a look at this. Agree with you, bro. Looks like I've already read that, haven't I, bro? Good afternoon, Chris. Is it worth doing a free hit now or wait? We had this discussion. I would say rewind it, but it is worth. I think you've got 2 sets of chips. If you think there are some managers I've seen doing free hits this game week here, it means you can get Haaland, probably the best captain, and it means you can fix up your team, attack the Man United without having to keep them in your squad. There is some merit to it. Try to put out a double Nottingham Forest defense. There's definitely potential for it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a very good question, actually, that Chris. And I think it's viable. To be honest, I'm trying to think to myself, why have I not done it this game week? I quite like the look of my team, apart from one defender. If I had Palmer or a Semenyo or something, I think I would have been happy with my team. It's because I had to lose Palmer. That's what makes me not like this team. This team here is predicted to score 52 points. Now, let me tell you now, the first 2 game weeks, both were predicted to score higher than what I actually returned. I've underperformed, and this is not great. You want to be near 60 points. It's normally a nice marker, very nice. A game week rank of like near 1 million is very good. My last game week rank last week was so bad. I've even forgotten it. I've erased it from my mind. It was so poor. In fact, get in the comments and let me know what was your game week rank. Have I decided on my chip strategy? Not fully. So bench boost. So game week 6, I was considering a free hit to attack the Man City v Burnley. Problem with that is, however, I won't be able to do triple captain, which is actually a viable option as well in that fixture. Predicted the most goals for the upcoming game weeks. If we look at that there, look there, it's a glaring game week 6. You can see Man City predicted 3 goals. There's potential there for blockbuster. We're talking hat-trick material. But it means if 3 hit, I can have 3 of their players. I can have 8 Nori, Reinders, or someone better than Reinders, maybe even more, Marmouche, say, and Haaland. So that's the advantages. But it means I can't triple captain Haaland. Okay, so that's one. I've started to earmark some of the chips. Bench boost, I'm very relaxed in here, but I'm not. Bench boost, I'm very relaxed. I'm not pinned down anything. I just think wherever I've got my free subs that look like good, once I've got a free transfer that I can actually get rid of the GUI to a player that plays, I think I'll do it and get it out of the way. So I'm relaxed on that. Wild card around game week. If I can last to like game week 12 or 13, there's a fixture swing there I like. I'm not sure at the moment I'm going to be able to last. So there. Or if there's a week where I get 2 or 3 injuries and it means I have to do minuses, -8, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the wild card. Okay, because don't forget around game week 16, we're going to get another 5 transfers for the AFCONs. So I'm not going to do that personally. So that is the soft. I've not been super strict, but I'm a bit flexible. But I've got sort of ideas of when I'm going to do them here. But that's likely that. And triple captain, yeah. Whenever I see either Salah or a Haaland or someone who's normally reliable, let's just say that could be even Gyökeres in a fixture that looks really, really good, I'll go for it. Simple as that. As I said, this season here is a bit different compared to how normal seasons. All right. Talk captaincy a little bit more detail in a minute, actually. Aiden Wallins, Wood and Johnson, or Mateta and Semenyo. Wood and Johnson, or Mateta and Semenyo. I think, oh, that is tough. So Wood and Mateta both have penalties. Then it's between Johnson and Semenyo. Johnson started really, really well, but they've already signed that Simon. But then again, he's going to play probably 10. And then Semenyo, it's just one of those players. You just leave him in your team. If you bring Semenyo in, let me tell you now, don't bring him in and think you're going to just like, it's early explosive returns. You got to leave him in. Solid player. Minutes are incredible. Bournemouth, very good attacking. That is hard. I prefer Wood and Semenyo if that was possible. Johnson, Tottenham's fixtures are still good. You know what? I'm going to go Aiden. I'm not even going to sit on the fence, as they say. I'm going to go Wood and Johnson. Oh, no, is it? Chat, let me know on that one. What's your opinion? That is such a tricky one. It's a Crystal Palace. Where are Crystal Palace on this? They're very... No, I'm going to go... No, actually. No, I'm not going to doubt that. Wood and Johnson. I'm going to stick with that. Juve getting assist of the season for that picket. I know. I did say earlier it was calling it assist is a bit of a beg. I agree. It's a bit of a beg. Jamie, I'm captaining Bruno if that helps. Oh, okay. All right. That's pretty nice. Okay, we might start. Will you put him? You know what? If he starts, I will change my team because it's much better than Estev. So I'm going to swap that now. That's a good shout because, I mean, even if he plays 15, 20 minutes, it's probably better than Estev against United. I mean, but yeah, I think I'm going to swap that around. I quite like what you just said there. Let's do that. So remember, guys, listen, it's only half an hour now before the deadline. Yeah, it is the deadline is 11 today, and it's not no. Let me make sure it's 11 o'clock. We still got 30 minutes. Just checking as well for any team news as well. Last week, no team news game, actually. No early Chelsea team news. I wonder if they've locked it down. Check this week. Bruno G, Alanga, or Barnes against Leeds. Definitely not Bruno G. Albeit the way you're playing this season, you're plucking them out of the air with these picks. So, I mean, Chris, if you think Bruno G's the one, do it. But I'm going to say Alanga in it. The more minutes. Barnes still might come off. I like Barnes more than Alanga for actual FPL output. Barnes is one of those players. When he plays, he does return, like assists and goals. He's a very good player. He's just always been had Gordon in front of him. So between Barnes and Alanga, definitely not Bruno G. So I'm interested to see what you think. I got 56 points game week 2, so on 101 points went from 0. That's better. That's not too bad. So your game week 1 was, I got 56 point game week 2. That's better than me. I think I got 48. That's actually decent. So you probably had João Pedro already. 7.1. Yeah, it's one of those starts at the moment. I wouldn't worry about rank too much. Me and Praz are talking about this midweek, and I'm not using triple captain until I see someone in good form, which basically Jamie. Yeah, exactly that. That's what I'm saying. You kind of earmark fixtures, but you can be a bit more soft on it. And what I mean by that is wait till what you just said there. Wait till you see someone who looks like they're cooking, and the fixture coming up is juicy. A team that looks like they're struggling, and that's like the perfect storm. Then go for it. So yeah, I've no idea how Johnson scores goals when he looks like League One. You know what it is? He's a weird player. I know what you're saying, Jetta. I'm not sure about League One. He's probably not the easiest on the eye. That is true. He's a speed machine, like running machine, super fast. His dad, that's how you know I'm getting old. I remember his dad. His dad could kick ball, and he was super fast, and he's got the same genes. I wouldn't say he's League One, but yeah, he's not nice on the eye. But it's all about the system and the team he's playing in, and he's getting to attack the box. He's allowed to leave the line and attack the box because they've got 2 wide players, the fullbacks, that can occupy the space. Don't forget, Ange was playing a system where sometimes the wide players had to hold the line because the fullbacks were coming into crazy positions. And if you're playing football, if everyone just comes in, you're too easy to mark. You need some people to stretch the teams. You need to make holes between the defense. Now he's playing as a more conventional winger where they can dive and come into the box. So all he's doing, if you look at all of his goals, kudos or someone's crossed the ball and he's coming and just tapped it in. He's just being in the right place at the right time, and he's got the legs to do that. So he's a good option. At one stage, I was thinking they're going to buy another player to replace him, and they still might. I think they bought Simons, who's a very highly rated player. A lot of people have looked at him, but I think he'll be playing as a 10, if I'm right, which impacts possibly Sarr more, which he might mean he becomes a tasty option because he's got quality. Yeah, we'll have to talk about him in a bit more. He's got big quality. So so I think nothing's wrong with Johnson as a pick. It looks like at the moment he's still starting. Surely you wouldn't drop him now. That's crazy. Yes, bro. If we are heavily considering wildcard game week 4, would transfer Palmer to Mbeumo, Cunha, and which, or save the transfer? Basically, is a 1 week punt worth it, or blank transfer more useful? So, this is if you're considering wildcard 4, it means use your transfer to be aggressive. If you are considering wildcard 4, then 100%, I'd say gamble and try to pluck Man United and try to get lucky. It's a good fixture. I know Man United have been poor. I mean, Palmer to Mbeumo, Cunha, and which. Out of those 2, I think I would pick Cunha. I think this looks like a Cunha game to me. Burnley look like they're going to park a bus. They're going to play deep, frustrate United, knowing that if United don't score in the first half, the fans will get on them. They'll get edgy. And so I think Cunha and Bruno are better for this game here. I think Mbeumo's the kind of player that wants the team to play higher up. He's got the legs. He prefers the transitional style of football. Not saying he can't score against the bus, because against Brentford, he used to cut in on that left foot loads and ping it into the side netting. But I would favour Cunha. Probably dives and gets a penalty. I would favour Cunha. I think my order would be Bruno, Cunha, and Mbeumo. Or save the transfer basically is a 1 week punt. Who would you play instead? And that means you'd have no Man United coverage, which is no problem. Basically, a 1 week punt worth it or back. And if you don't wildcard in game week 4. So anyway, if you're not wildcard in game week 4, I don't think you need to take a hit. I mean, you could use. I would if you got 1 free transfer, I would use it though. I mean, you're just going to lose if you're willing like me to lose 0.3 on Palmer. And then have no United coverage. It's up to you. FOMO, it depends how well you deal with it, bro. And it's good to see you, Tom. I hope you're well, mate. I haven't even shown you the nice pictures I've got of us off Fest. I haven't had a chance to even send them to you. Some classics, mate. Some really good ones. What's this? We almost never have leaks. Yeah, I know. I've noticed that, I know. I've noticed that Chelsea's got the changing room on lockdown. I have noticed that, Jamie. Last week, even in the group that I'm in, that they get leaks. Yeah, I've seen this. Yeah, probably right. Just like him, you're probably right. Yeah. Morning legends. Yo, Wade, what's happening? You're ready, raring to go for game week 3. We are all raring to go, man. Everyone in here is fully ready to go. Hi, Delia. I woke up today considering Bruno to captain again. Now we see your captain. You're probably right, Delia. Yeah, the way it's gone so far this season, yeah. Maybe go Pedro. Are you trying to say I've been a bad luck charm? No, other managers as well. Other good managers as well have had a slow start. I'm not panicking yet. But who would you captain though, Delia, if you don't go Bruno? Yes, Mo. Phil, what's going on, bro? I like your little Mohamed Salah there. Yeah. With his arms out. Let me see what's happening. Hey, Stu, locked in, ready for game week 3. Love to see that, man. Everyone chatting. Please remember to like the stream if you haven't already done so. Please subscribe as well. Really appreciate that. If you're watching on X, where I can see the majority, loads watching there, please jump onto YouTube and subscribe. So at least at minimum, you get the notifications when I'm going live. I really appreciate that. And retweet it as well on X. Morning, Wade and Delia. Yes, exactly. Everyone's saying hello to everyone. I love that. That's true. A bit harsh. It's because I'm not a fan. No, I hear you, though. The pace merchants, yeah, fair play. You prefer more the technical. Like, well, I hear you. Nothing wrong with that. I totally hear you, mate. Good morning, Wade. Yes, I love that. Everyone's on there. Ready as ever be. On free hit this week. This is big. Come on, Wade, man. How can you keep that information from us? What is the free hit team, please? Someone was asking about free hit earlier. Oh, it was Tom. Tom, let's have a look at your free hit team, Wade. Put it in the chat, man. We need to see this. Oh, no. All right. Everyone's saying Pond Life, play Rogers or Gakpo. Oh, boy. So Liverpool predicts 1.57. Gakpo has been incredible to the start of the season. Liverpool's attack is incredible. Rogers against, where's Aston Villa? They're both exactly predicted to score the same, which tells me then I'd probably play Gakpo. Just a superior attacking team. You'll regret it. And they play on Sunday. You've got something to look forward to. It's such a tight one. But Gakpo started the season really, really well. Listen, we haven't got long. We've got 20 minutes before the game locks. All right. And then we're going to play. Remember, we're going to play Predictions League. I've got the results of game week 2. It's very, very interesting. Okay. The thing is, I've been bad. It's all panic with Man United, but we're the most shots in the league in the first 2 game weeks, and Burnley's a great. Exactly that. And this is the thing. It's fighting that. Fighting the potential. This is the thing with football. It changes quickly, the narrative. 1 minute you're rubbish, 1 minute you're good in FPL, game week by game week. Sometimes you've got to look at the big picture. It is a promoted team at Old Trafford. And you'd like to think maybe Man United want a reaction after that Grimsby result. So this is what I'm going to say to you here. And the data sort of supports that as well. So it's all up to you. Hello, I'm rolling Palmer on the bench, probably capping Haaland over Bruno. Yeah, if you got Haaland, mate. Let's go to this graphic here. Haaland for me. I'm not sure how Bruno's made the top of this list. Data is very strange. But yeah, definitely, Brian. Good to see you, bro, as well. Oh, your predictions, actually. We're going to look at them. So I think you put in good predictions as well. Samuel, should I captain Cunha or Fernandes? I'm going to say Fernandes, mate. But Cunha is a good shout as well. I did say, I think it's close between them. And the data suggests that as well. If you're looking at the data there, this is data taken from Solio Analytics. Bruno Fernandes is rated as top, potential point scoring 7. Why do you think they've got Bruno Fernandes top? More than even Cunha, who's going to play further forward. Why do you not think that? One of them is going to be penalties. Minutes, I think they're both going to play 90. The other one is probably DEFCON points, defensive contributions. He's got potential, so that upset maybe. And also some set pieces. So when you put all of this together, and this is how these statistical analytical models look at it, and you can't knock it. It makes sense. On the eye, you might think, no, Cunha's further up. He's going to try and dribble pass because they're going to be lying deep. They're going to try pass it to his feet, and it's going to be up to him really to try and unlock them. Okay. So me personally, I'd still say Fernandes, but if you want to go Cunha, nothing wrong with that at all. Already got Bruno. If I don't transfer, then KDH or possibly Fulgo coming in. I feel if I don't do anything, then don't do it. If I do the transfer, yeah, don't do it. Nah, don't do it, Tom. I don't think you've already got Bruno. I don't think you need to, mate. What's the point? Doubling up on United. I mean, there could be some regret if Cunha does go crazy, but and if you do it in the last minute, go Cunha over in Bumo, I think. But yeah, you don't need to then. Fulkrug, as much as I cussed him and he done my nutting, I'd probably put KDH first. I don't know. Fulkrug coming off at halftime last week was a hard watch. That's the reason I had to fix it. I was hoping he'd be a 6 million gem. It turned out to be a 6 million nightmare. not really good enough. Can't, had to get rid of him. I'm a little bit worried about these photos. I was absolutely hammered. Well, I didn't want to say, but to be fair, these photos are actually nice. Nah, I wouldn't be sending no dodgy photos, man. These are nice photos. They're really nice. You say you was hammered, so you don't remember you beating me at chess. Hopefully you've forgotten that. I should have reminded you. It was too easy for you as well. So I'm not going to play you if you can beat me even when you're hammered. That's not good. So I'm going to play you next time. Connect 4. That's my game. Connect 4. Yeah? Or pool or darts. And you know about that already. Colm, good to see you, my friend. Morning gang. Palmer and Wilson out for Saar and Johnson. Yeah, good pick. Saar's very, very popular. Remember, it's 20 minutes, guys, just to make sure you check your teams, your captain's correct, your vice captain's correct, just to get that out of the way so we can actually relax and have no stress. Like, we do not want that. So remember, please, that's done and dusted. Captaincy. So this is, for me, let me see. Yeah, I'll put some players here. These are sort of like the regular captaincy dudes. I didn't have to even change this much. I mean, look at Watkins' face. He's thinking, why am I not on there? But really, he should be on there. Chris Wood, 100% is a good shout against West Ham. Probably one of the better shouts this game week. Haaland is, I think, one of the top shouts. Mohamed Salah is only because of his pedigree. Otherwise, you wouldn't captain him. His fixture's horrible, although it's at Anfield. João Pedro, after last week's heroics, but we know last week's points don't mean niche in FPL. So, but these are the 4, and I'd include Watkins in there. Why is Bruno not in there? I just realized Bruno's picture got deleted. Bruno or Cunha should be in this as well. So that was an error there. Basically, this graphic here, I think all of those players there. Bruno, Haaland, Salah, Cunha, Pedro, Wood, Watkins. Yeah, that is actually correct. That's the best captaincies for this week. You don't remember that? Oh, man, I shouldn't have said, well, yeah, you still, you destroyed me. Imagine that. And you weren't even, you're probably at 10%. I shouldn't have admitted that, shouldn't I? Why are people saying there's big news? Some big players is bench. Oh, interesting. Let me check then. Uh-oh. Let's have a butchers. I'm gonna go on the phone here, guys. Sorry, it's not good viewing, but let's have a little butchers. Let's have a look. I can't see nothing yet. I can't see nothing yet. Interesting you said that. Okay, let's wait for that. Nothing's come through yet. Did Saul go so popular? Currently, I have him on the bench. This makes me worry. But the only person I could bench instead is Johnson. I don't think Saul is necessary for this week. Like, speaking with Paz and stuff, I think it's more for the long term. And the people that are bringing in Saul, just to let you know a bit of the background, people that are bringing in Saul, excuse me, will be in game week 6. Will be using more than likely free hit, because look at they're playing Liverpool in game week 6, I think. Who is it they're playing? They got a horrible fixture. So think about that as well for the long term. But he's very popular. He's just a good player. And now they've lost let me just clean my glasses. Now they've lost Eza and they've lost a couple of attacking players. Let me clear my throat. Apologies for that. I think I need some more of my tea. Let me make sure my mic is good and everything like that. Yeah, that's all good. But that's the reason, Delia. He's become very, very popular. I think you could play Johnson this week. That's not a problem. Adam, thoughts? Let me make sure I haven't missed nothing. How long we got? What's it? 15 minutes, all right? Sanchez, thoughts on bench boost. Sanchez, Nico, Richards, Porro, Juve, Estef, Bruno, Captain, Wirtz, Salah, Anderson, Reinders, Watkins, Fulkrug. Yeah, I think, to be honest, the reason I'd say yes, Adam, I had to cough again. My God, to clear my throat. The reason I say yes, Adam, you're going to try and wait and improve that. I think all your players are going to play. The only one that's a problem is Fulkrug might play 45 minutes, but I look at it as like this: get what you can from him and then get rid of him. Then you don't have to have someone like that in your team. He's 6 million, but he's probably going to be performing at like a £4.5 million player. That's the honest truth. The way West Ham are playing and his minutes, when you add that into the equation, So I'd probably say, yeah, you can go for it, Adam, and just get rid of that. He's got a very good record, and Aston Villa player, super high line, you know, Unai Emery, and Sarr, as we know, is a running machine. We saw him do it once against Liverpool. I'll never forget that. He was at Watford, and it was against Klopp's team. And in fact, we was on an unbeaten run, I think like 20-something games, and he's got a hat-trick, I think. Was it 2 goals or a hat-trick? So that's one of the reasons. It's the matchup is very, very good. So that's one of the reasons. Thank you, Brian. You put that in there as well. Love that. Oh, yeah, he's put that in there. You go there, confirming it. Dubravka as well. Yeah, he's playing as well. I think, Adam, you can go for that. DM McDonald. Morning, mate. Hope you're well. My team this week is Sanchez, Chalobah, Porro, Murillo, Salah, Rogers, Kudos, Gakpo, Johnson, Watkins, João Pedro. Team's gorgeous. Just who you captaining, bro? Who are you captaining? That's a gorgeous team, mate. Good luck with that. It team's like Chalobah. I mean, you're double Chelsea defense. Porro, very attacking. Murillo's very good. Salah, Rogers, yeah, team's stacked, man. Very good team. Just all about who you're captaining. You missed my team before. Oh, where is it? Okay, bro. 2 seconds. Oh, yeah, let me go back this. If I don't free hit, my team would be Dubravka, Juve, like me, Juve. I know it's not great. Porro, Salah, Vert, Sarr, Kudos, Reinders, Watkins, bench for broken. Gyökeres. Nah, you play him. I know he's against our team. Still play him, bro. I'd play him even ahead of Reinders. The team is good. You don't need to use free hit. You don't need to. I mean, you could use free hit for game week 6 and stack up on Man City players because they played Burnley. The kind of game that Pep normally gets 5 or 6 goals in those type of fixtures. So it's up to you. You don't need to do that. That's what I'm going to say to you. You do not need to do that. Team stacked. Super, super stacked. Newcastle will be a... see who I blocked last year, claiming Barnes isn't playing. Oh, okay. So he was chatting. Thank you very much, Claire. Claire, as I said, only comes in with the solid information. And she's saying that an account who she's blocked, so there's a reason she's blocked, possibly because they've put out wrong information before. One of those chances where they try. If you keep trying, you're gonna land a couple of times. So Claire clearly saying Barnes isn't playing. So as I say, it could be chatting rubbish, more than likely. So we will ignore that. All right. Team locked in. Listen, guys, it's 10 minutes, I should say. Palmer and Doy, very different. I love that. I saw someone else say that in the chat as well. I bought Sarr in for an easy game week fixture. Salah is my captain, mate. Normally does well against Arsenal. Toss up between him, Gakpo, and maybe Johnson. Okay. I mean, it just seems weird, though. But I agree with you. Salah just does well against everyone. And you saw last week, even when he does nothing, he just turns up. And like, so I can't knock that. And the stats have him still third, predicted 6 points. What can you... He's inevitable. Like he's that, you know, that Thanos meme. That's what he is. So nothing wrong with that at all. So please make sure your teams, guys, are locked in now, because I want us the last part to be a bit more relaxed. I know it's against our team, but have you seen, Anuski, how we've been defending? We've let in 4 goals here against 2 against 10 men Newcastle, 2 against Bournemouth. Play Gyökeres. He's got penalties. Even a jammy goal might be there. 100% play him. Reinders is still a wicked pick, and I still want him. I just couldn't get there this week. He's still 90 minutes at Man City playing in that attacking position. 100% coming into my team, but I couldn't get there. Did I see Wade's team? Did I go through it, Wade? Let me go through that again, bro. Or resend it if you've got it saved. Let me find it. 2 seconds, Wade. Let me find that. Let me see your team. There we go. Is it your free hit team, did you say, Wade? Or free hit, yeah. Sells, Porro, Cucurella, Delit, Bruno, Kudos, Mbumo. Mbumo, interesting. Ahead of Cunha. I think I prefer the other way around. Enzo, Haaland, João Pedro, Wood. That team is so strong, man. I'm envious of that this week. I'm trying to think if there's any players that you're actually missing. No. Would I have done anything different? No. I would have. The only difference I would have done there, I would have done Cunha instead of Mbumo. But that's flick of a coin. You could see even the stats show that practically 8.1, 8.0. Like, team is super, super solid. I love it. Good luck, Wade, man. That's a strong, strong team. The captain, did you say actually on here? Who you captaining, Wade? Haaland, obviously. I'm guessing Haaland, Wade, yeah? Right, flick through that. Listen, we've got 10 minutes now. I've seen it, bro. I just put it up there and I like it and I wish you good luck, man. Was that always your plan, Wade, or are you just responding to adapting to how the season's gone. Was that always your plan to go this early? I know. I think Fella's doing a free hit this week. Why Liverpool still going after Isaac? You don't need him with Ekitike already. You know what it is, Brian? We do need him because even though Ekitike started really well, there's two things, and I'll say it quickly because the deadline's coming up. First and foremost, we only have Ekitike, which would mean we're very light. If he got injured, we're in dangerous territory. Start playing Gakpo up front and stuff like, or Verts, false nine. Gakpo don't like playing up front. Klopp played him there and he was like kept quiet and done it. But once Klopp left, he said it in interviews like, I don't like playing up front. So that's not a good option. And then the Isaac move, why it's very important. Isaac and Verts have come into Liverpool, not just for short term this season. They're coming in for Liverpool. We are going to be without Mohamed Salah one day. Probably might even leave next season or the season after. He's done a 2-year contract. And then you're losing a player that you can average scores 20, assists 20. And if I give you even 200 million, there isn't a player in Europe that can do that. So what you need to do, Liverpool have split that money and gone and bought Verts, who's potentially looking like one of the most promising young football brains, assisters. He could probably get you 12 goals, 15 goals, and maybe 15 assists. So a bit of 50% of Salah, and then you've got Isaac who could score the other 15 to 20. And that's how they've looked at it to change the team. And then you've got Ekitike who can play across the left or up front. So we're versatile. But I think it's preparing for life without Mohamed Salah. That's what this looks like to me. Because it's going to be grim. There ain't players out there. As I said, even Mbappe doesn't return those numbers. They don't exist. Mohamed Salah is inevitable. Every week is a goal or an assist. I think this season he'll be close to breaking the assist record again. So that's why we still need him, Brian. That's the honest truth. It's not an FPL talk, that is. That's football talk. We need him. He's going to kill Ekitike as an asset, possibly. But same as some Newcastle claims, no Alanga either. The same account. Or this is you can't tell he's a piss taker. He's been long before delete. Okay. So what Claire said is, as I said, I'm sticking with that. Always scores against Arsenal, like you say. Even last week, did nothing all game. Yeah, mate. That's why I'm not even trying to convince you otherwise. He's my vice captain. He is relentless. Like, I'm not even going to sit here and tell you anything. Mohamed Salah, relentless. Like, we've seen, it's 8 years worth now. We don't even need to discuss him. I don't care who he's playing. You can captain him. Nothing wrong with that at all. Gonna take your word for it. I can tell that if Ryan does horse. It'll probably happen now, won't it? I mean, part of me wants me to say, I hope Joker is blanks. I don't own him in FPL and he's playing against my team. But as I said, I'm going to be real. 8 minutes before the deadline, guys. Please make sure your team is... I knew Haaland captain. I knew it. That's perfect team, Wade. You're going to be cooking this game week. Please remember, listen, guys, please make sure you've liked the stream. You've subscribed. If you're watching on X, when the majority of people are watching, please jump over to YouTube and subscribe. It make a big difference. At least you get to know the notifications when I'm going live. It will make a big difference. So I'd really appreciate that. Wonder if Ezra start. I think so as well. I've asked Arsenal fans. No one really got back to me. Delia, Nova, Vagworks, Jay's not here. Oh, Jay is here. Good. Tell me, Jay, is Ezra going to start? You can answer that. You might have the intel. Mo, did you get me? Yes, I got them, bro. No problem at all. I know that you might have been busy, bro. So no problem. Thank you for that. I totally got them. They're there, locked away. But your predictions last week, we're going to get into, by the way, if you don't know what they're talking about, we play the predictions league straight after the deadline. It takes us about 10 to 15 minutes. All you need to be is a subscriber. And I'll tell you the scoring system straight after because I don't want to miss anything important. But it's a good game. There's prizes to be won. Prizes like this and whatnot. You can get your logo, your team, and there's t-shirts, tote bags, and hoodies, all good stuff that you want to be involved in. So definitely get in there. But I don't think I might use my wildcard after this week, but wait and see what happens with the transfers. But that's a good point. That's a very good point, you know. Holding off, a lot could change with the transfers. Like Brian just said a minute ago, Ekitike might want to be in our wildcard. But if Isaac comes in, we might not want him. There's a lot going on. That's a very good point. I forgot to mention that, you know. Combination of wait to the transfer window, a lot of information is happening. Loads of players are still coming in. So that's very good point. I like that. I feel Isaac will be a must if he. But 10.5 million with no penalties. It's a tough one, isn't it? When you get Jokeris for 9 and penalties. Think about that. I'm not saying he's a no. Lewis, who would you bench? Rogers. I'm just checking the Rogers, Semenyo, or Reinders. My goodness. Captain Wood. That's a good captaincy. Beautiful. The data backs you, bro. You've got no issues there. I have no Haaland or no United players. I mean, the no United, you'll have a bit of FOMO. They're predicted to score the most this week, but does that really mean nothing? They barely scored against Grimsby. That is such a hard one. Wirtz has struggled, and against Arsenal, I'd probably bench him. Rodgers has struggled first 2 game weeks, but got a good fixture at home against Palace. Semenyo's been on fire this season. I'd go as far to say that, but he's got a tough fixture. My goodness, that is... I'm going to use data to help me. When it's this tight, let's use data. So Liverpool against Arsenal predicted 1.57. Rodgers, where is he? Aston Villa predicted 1. Same as Liverpool, so it's up to you there. Semenyo's playing Tottenham 1.22, so bench Semenyo. And Reinders, play Reinders, man. Is it only one of them you can... what would you bench? Oh, it's only one to bench. Sorry, that's much easier for you had to pick one of them to play. Oh, God. I want to say Wirtz, but that just seems wrong. £120 million player against us. I'm going to bench Rodgers. Is it? Can't bench Rodgers. Is that crazy? No. Bench Semenyo. Bench Semenyo. I'm going to go with the stats. I said I'm going to back the stats. Go bench Semenyo. That's so difficult. Mbumo or Cunha? Cunha for me. I need your help. Who would you bench between Livramento, Porro, Gabriel, or Cucurella? Definitely not Cucurella. You only need to bench one. Livramento, who they've got? Newcastle have got. Don't bench him. Porro against Bournemouth. Gabriel. Oh, my goodness. Maybe it's between Porro and Gabriel. Livramento and Cucurella both play for me. And then it's between one of those. Sorry, Delia, it's the best I can do. Who's got better clean sheet odds? Porro 30% and Gabriel... You're going to be fuming if you bench Gabriel. Bench Gabriel. Oh, you can't do that against Liverpool. And how we've been defending. Bench Porro, man. That's horrible. Livramento against Leeds, very attacking. Cucurella's been excellent this season. Clean sheet odds. Let's look here. Arsenal's clean sheet odds are 21%. Spurs' clean sheet odds 30%. I think you're going to have to bench Gabriel. But please, Delia, go with what you think here. That's all I'm going to say. That one's a hard one. I know they'll have a decent run of fixtures after the break, but last chance for... Yeah, those two, mate. They're on chopping block. Eza will start. Interesting. That's what I want to know. How do you know that, my friend? How do you know? Don't know, but I think Eza might start or the injury. There you go. Jay's an Arsenal fan as well. She might have the information there. Thank you very much. I think all Arsenal fans are coming in. He starts, and he's such a good player. This is problems for me as a Liverpool fan. Listen, 3 minutes. Make sure your team is fully locked in. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say to you. Make sure your team is fully locked in. All right, I'm checking again right now to make sure because my paranoia is super high. Make sure your captaincy is done. All right, cool. Yeah, make sure after that we're going to jump straight into predictions. So make sure your team is fully locked in. It was Alanga, that news. It was Alanga. Yeah, Alanga, but we don't... The account, though, might not be that great news that came out. Alanga is benched. We don't know yet. Delia, that is an annoying choice. It's a horrible choice. I know. Delia's team's too good. Why she got that benching? I mean, I'm struggling. I'm playing Doof, and Delia could bench Gabriel or Porro. I mean, that's cheeky. Turkey ruled out. All right, this is actual news from Claire here. Turkey, if anyone does own him, Chris, you might have had him. That's important information for you, maybe. Out of the Brighton game with thigh injury. See, solid information. I wouldn't touch United player. There you go. Opinions. Even though the highest probability... Oh, don't want to show that yet. That's the score. Even though they're the highest probability... and they've got Man City next. They are short-term, 100%. So if you're tripling up, doubling up, like Tom was saying, Tom Lucky, you'd have to wildcard or look to get rid of them. Because you look at your team and you go, Frank Golden, is it worth a -4 to get Cucurella in for Juve? If you're going to keep him for the long term, I mean, I don't really like -4 for defenders. So I'd probably say no, as Fulham might score, even though like Cucurella. Probably hold your transfer and wait till next week. But Cucurella is the type of defenders, one of the few defenders in the game that might return and make that for you worthwhile. Okay, so do that. Let me make sure any last questions. Good luck as well, bro. Make sure you're subscribed as well, please. And like the stream, please. Make sure everyone's done that. I've just locked in my predictions. Yeah, Colin, we're going to see. We're going to see. It's nearly predictions time. Delia, is there no attacker you can bench? So, I know. That's how good her team is. I know. Delia's team is ridiculously stacked, if that's her problem. It's ridiculous. And I'm playing Alanga bench. Is that solid or not? I'm not sure yet. Is it that account? I've benched Semenyo, but it's such a mate, Lewis. That is a horrible, horrible decision. But yeah, your team is stacked if that's your problem. Love the content. Thank you very much, Lewis. Really appreciate that, mate. Appreciate that. Please like this and subscribe and put the notifications on. Keeping cap on King Mo. And Oski, I hope that he delivers for you. In fact, I hope it's a hat trick for you. I really hope. Deadline in 1 more minute. So now, unless there's anything urgent, you should be looking at your team while you're listening, hopefully. Making sure your team is solid and locked in. All right? Making sure your team is solid and locked in. That's the most important thing. Make sure that's all done and dusted. Yeah? Jamie is making sure your team is locked in. I saw the end poll. Everyone had no issues with Palmer. Or they've kept him. 60% said they've kept him, I think. Wow, that's intriguing. Make sure, listen, I'm just checking if there's any news, guys. That's what I'm doing as well. Any other news I can add. Chelsea team leaks are in the bin at the moment. I've noticed that. I think even Jamie said that. Chelsea team leaks are actually in the bin. Just checking now, 2 seconds. If there's anything more, but nah, I think we are fully locked in. Would you play Wirtz or Watkins? Watkins, quickly, my friend. Play Watkins. Anuski, I'm not even brave. Good luck. I love that. Play Watkins. I think the deadline is going. Let me see. But last couple of weeks, though, these guys, I'll tell you what. They've actually closed it on time. You know what? The Friday deadline, he must have been out at the pub. The Saturday morning one, he's there with his coffee in it. He's fully got that under control. So now, anyway, deadline's gone. This is where I say to you, good luck. And don't worry about anything else. But don't leave. This is, in fact, where you need to come to YouTube. And we're going to play the predictions game. All right. We're going to play the predictions games. For those that don't know, we're going to go to it straight now. Morning, everyone. Wow, Mike just woke up. Team locked. Deadline. Good morning, Mike. Good morning. Good to see you, bro. Our teams meet this weekend. Big game Sunday, mate. Big game. Right, let's get into this because the predictions now. So just for those that don't know, as I said, this is where we play. We look at this week's, let me show you right here. We look at the upcoming fixtures and we're going to predict the scores and the win or loss. You get 5 points if you get the correct score. So you say Chelsea versus Fulham is 3-1 and it comes in. That's 5 points. If you say that and Chelsea win 2-1, you still get 3 points for the correct result. Anything else is a 0. Very simple scoring system. Jump in. Every week, I round up the scores. Every week we have a weekly winner. And at the end of the month, I put them together. We have a monthly winner. And the monthly winner wins a prize. A prize, something like this. Simple, quite nice. You can put your logo, your pod logo, your Twitter, your football team. I've had to unfortunately print a couple of Man United ones there. It's really hurt me there, but it was done. As I said, get involved. Very simple. We're going to start in a minute. As Delia said, good luck to everyone. We're going to start in a minute. But first, let's look at last week. So if you are on X, the majority are watching on X, you can play there, but jump in. You need your comments in on YouTube. All right? So jump in. Let's have a look at last week. Look at Jay Nova. There's me thinking he's got no clue with predictions, and he got 20 points. That's actually unreal. In third place, we had 3. We had the Jetta, we had Mark Richards, and we had Andrew Ferguson. Very, very impressive. Sorry, in second place, that is, Joints. And in third place, Colm, who is the ever-present, super consistent, and Chris T, who's not only good at FPO, is having a great season. It seems like he's good at predictions. After that is a tight bunch. Unuski, Brian, FT, Jamie, me, of course, Bud, Discomfort. There's loads. Mike, 12, better than the week before. And in relegation, we have Lanesh, Davis, and Niall. How's Niall gone from, was his account hacked last week? He's gone from being the top heavy hitter in the predictions league to bottom of the pile, bro. Absolute bottom of the pile. So, predictions comment of the day as well is from my boy CR7, Lionel Messi 10. He said West Ham 1, Chelsea 4. It was close, 5-1, but it's this part here. I need West Ham goal to wipe off the Blues clean sheet. It was evil. It hurt me, so I had Cucurella, but you got it. So when we saw that comment, we was laughing. So fair play to you. That's the predictions comment of the week. So as you can see, it's super competitive. So I add this to game week's 1 scores. We've still got game week 3 as well. And then if it's the last one of the month, I think this one actually is the last one this week here. So damn, Niall, exactly. Whoa. Everyone is shocked. Let's not talk about... Let's not talk... Oh, yeah, look at the eyes. It's like, that's like, yeah, I see you there. So it's very, very competitive this week. I'm locked in this week. He's locked in this week. No, last week he was not playing properly. He's locked in. Oh, look at the graphics of the comment. Looks great. Thank you very much, Delia. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Am I saying it the way my name's pronounced is Anusuki? Oh, thank you. Apologies. Sorry about that. So am I saying it now correct? Is it Anusuki? In fact, you can send a voice note thing on the DMs on X. That way, I 100% get it. Is it Anusuki? Oh, is that correct? Am I saying that right now? I'm very bad with pronunciations. If Tom was on here, he'll tell you that. He's always pulling me up for pronunciations. Ironic now calls himself Freshly Insights as well. Oh, is that correct? Oh, perfect. Anusuki. I need to star that so I remember that. Okay, you're gonna have to remind me again because you know I'm gonna forget. Anusuki. All right, thank you. So anyway, that's last week's scores. Fair play. Well done to everyone who put in. Thank you for the comments as well. There'll be another one. Of course, we do this again next week. Very, very good. So now we're gonna get straight into it. As I said, if you're watching on X, jump on YouTube. Now is your opportunity. Now, if you do want to be in for a win and stuff, you have to be a subscriber, of course, and have liked the stream. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, and we can enjoy. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. And he remembers this. He doesn't remember the chess. He doesn't remember the photos. He remembers this. This one here, he will never let go. I told you. Not accents. My accents are very good. Don't even try it. Don't make me speak in Arabic right now. Fully fluent. Fluent. But then again, I know you speak very good. Is it Spanish? Yeah, you speak fluent Spanish as well. So I know you're not bad. I know. So don't even try. All I've done was all I said was Wanieri wrong. That was it. And he attacked me. Honestly, man. Let's go. So listen, look how Wade's gone in. Simple. It's exactly like that. There you go. Put in the team just like this and we collate them for next week. Let's go. So Chelsea versus Fulham first. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Chelsea versus Fulham. Let's do it. I'm going to go Chelsea. I'm going to go one more than Wade. I've gone 3-1. I think there might be goals in this. 2-1. Jamie's gone 2-1 as well. Sings speaking the language. Chelsea. Oh, everyone's gone 2. I've gone, yes, Jetta. 3-1, man. We know, man. What's Mike gone for? 2-0. Clean sheet. We'll take that, Mike. Cucurella owner here. We'll take that. Chelsea 3-0. Interesting. Brian 3-1. What's the current overall points? I haven't done that. Next week, though, we will see that. We will see that, bro. We will see that. All right, Chelsea 2-1. Andrew Ferguson. Did you see where you was, Andrew? Just shall I point where you was? Look where you was, mate. Nice. Right near the top as well. Let's see, J 2-0. Okay, some clean sheets in there. 2-2. This would be bad. This would be really bad. I mean, good for Chelsea attackers. Bad for if you're like me, if you've got Chelsea defenders. Right, so that's pretty good. Look at that. Sing speaking. Look at that. FPL Sing. I love that. Right, let's go for the next one. Manchester United. This is the biggest. This is probably the biggest fixture of the weekend. Not for football, but for FPL. So, man, I'm going to go, man. I'm actually going to go Burnley scoring 1, you know. Get your big up. Yes, bro. Melon CFC, big up. Yes, good to see you, man. Jump in, man. Get your predictions in. United, 2-0. United. Tom, 3-0. That's what, is Tom copying me? Has he done that? He might laugh at my pronunciations, but he's copying my results. I see you, bro. I see ya. Big up, big up. Wade's gone for very conservative. Wait, Levi's gone for 5-0. That's a thrashing. Whoa, Levi. 2-1. Okay, I'm still catching up on these ones. Let's get the next ones in. Jamie's gone 3-0. Tom's gone 3-3. Who else? Delia's gone 2-1. No ratings. 2-1 as well. Interesting. Burnley 1-0. Oof. That could be Amaron out. Man United, then it feels like they've got Man United last minute written, possibly in it. They nearly came back 3-1 from Jay. 5-0. Interesting. 5-0. United 1-0. Man United 2-2. Interesting, Victor. If that happens, boy, I think Amaron's gone. 100%. If Levi's correct as well, 100% gone. Like there's no way. It's dead 3-1 and the three comments before. Yeah, all right, mate. All right. You saw me typing anyway. Yeah, we're not going to get into that, Tom. Next one, Spurs v Bournemouth. Spurs started the season really, really well. To the Arsenal fans won't like hearing that. They have started the season really, really well. So I'm going to go Tottenham. I think this will be a tight game, you know. I'm going to go I've gone for 1-1. Jets has gone for Bournemouth winning 2-1. Interesting. Bang's gone for Pizzi. Am I pronouncing that correct, mate? Apologies if I'm getting that wrong. Spurs 2-1. I've gone for the opposite. Andrew's gone Spurs 2-1. Okay, everyone's thinking the Spurs is going to continue. Delia probably hated right in that. Yeah, I knew it. It pains me to give this score. Spree. Victor Spurs. What's that? What did he put there, bro? 3-1. Okay, I think everyone's gone. Actually, Tom's like me. He's gone for a draw, but he changed it to 2-2, so it doesn't look like he's copying. Fair play, Tom. I see your tactics. All right, looks like everyone's getting in their results. I love that. That's good. That's good. Tottenham. Let me see what Colm's doing. Tottenham 3-1. Bournemouth can do the Tottenham instead of Spurs. You can do that, mate. It's no problem at all. Next, Sunderland versus Brentford. Now, this fixture, I don't think anyone's FPL wise. I don't think you've got any assets. Gooey maybe. So I'm gonna go Sun 1 and 1. I mean, this one here is a trickier one to pull. I've gone for a score draw. 1-1. I've gone for. Andrew backs that up as well. Mike backs that up as well. Interesting. Jetta backs that up. Ooh. Might have to have a little flutter. 3-1. Nope. He's gone for a different result completely, bro. Jay's got 1-1 as well. Wow, we're all Wade as well. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, 1-0. 1-1. If Colm says it's 1. What did if Colm says it? And what did Freshly say? Did he say, have I missed these one? What did Freshly say? Freshy, where's your results, bro? Or you might be doing something. What did okay, you're still catching up. I'm gonna see what Freshly says as well. 2-1 Sunderland. Next up, all right, listen, we got Wolves versus Everton. Strand Larson doesn't want to play. He wants to leave, just like Wissa wants to leave, just like Isaac wants to leave. There's a merry-go-round there versus Everton. Everton last week looked much better than game week 1. Wolves, I think, I don't know what to think with this. I think I'm going to go for a... Everton 2-1. Wow, you beat me to it. I think I've done the same thing. Everton 2-1 as well, yeah. 1-1. Victor's gone 2-1. 2-0. Everton. Grealish 2 got. That would be huge. That would be huge right there if that happens. 1-1. What did I go for? I went 2-1 Everton. I think a lot of people fancying Everton. It's either Everton a win or a draw here. I think a lot of people are fancying. That's interesting as well. Sometimes I look at these and I put the information, I put it all into a spreadsheet and look to see trends here as well. Because just in predictions, I'm in a predictions league as well. So your information is very useful to see. And Die hat-trick, don't try it, mate. I just sold him. Don't. That would hurt me. That would really hurt. Really, really hurt. And the last fixture for Saturday is Newcastle versus Leeds. A huge fixture for FPL because I do think some would have gone there with Alanga, Barnes, maybe even someone else. So Leeds 1-0. Wow. Mike, is that a typo? Is that a typo? I've gone 3-1 Newcastle. After that performance against Liverpool, they look really good. I know they've lost Gordon. Yeah, Andrew thinks like me as well. Colm 2-1. Yes, Pitsy, you've gone 1-0. Yeah, I think the majority of us. So Mike's one's very interesting. Jay 3-1, 2-1. Jamie 2. Okay, so everyone, yeah, kind of close. Yeah, everyone fancies Newcastle win. So that one's an interesting one. So now it's on to the Sunday fixtures. We've got a nice, as there's no Friday or Monday night football, it's all batched in. Loads of games today, loads of games on Sunday. It's probably the best way to do it. I prefer it this way, actually. So next up, we're going to go, oh, okay, you're still catching up. All good, bro. Yeah, keep sending them. So Brighton versus Manchester City. Wade's gone in. So I might go for a high scoring game here, you know. I've gone for a 2-2. I'm going for a draw. 5-1 away. What's Victor saying? 2-2 as well. Yes. 3-1. That is interesting. Jay's gone 2-1. Yeah, I don't think I'm Brighton that much of a mugs. I'm Brighton a very awkward team, you know. And this Pep team, yeah, 2-1. Yeah, I'm thinking 2-2, 2-1. Sorry, I'm busy. I missed the sun. No worries, mate. You just get them in. Doesn't matter. That's another thing I should add. If you're behind, doesn't mean you can't play. Get them all in one batch. The main rule is you get in all your predictions before the first fixture kicks off. I say this every week. Predictions is too easy after the game's played. So make sure, as long as you get it in and put them in before. All right, that's the most important thing. And in fact, you could still possibly get them in even after the first game, as long as you, before the second fixtures kick off, but you won't get points for the first game, if that makes sense. You'll be penalized, obviously. But yeah, feel free to get them in. This is very, very good, actually. I'm very impressed. Next up, Mike's gone for Nottingham Forest versus West Ham. Straight into it, 2-0. This is a big game, you know. This is a very, very big game. Andrew's gone 2-0 as well. What am I going to do? NFL, I'm going to go. You would captainers, I think, are in for a treat here. I think you would captainers are actually in for a treat here. Look what I've gone for. 3-0. Who's Victor gone for? 3-2. West Ham. Nah, come on, Victor, man. Come on. Nottingham Forest 3-0, same as me, Delia. I'm thinking that as well. Yeah, 2-0. I think everyone 0-0. I would actually take that, you know. I would take that. What does Petsy say? Forest 2-1. Yeah, surely for look, McDonald's gone for a thrashing here. And after last week's West Ham, I mean, Potter like Amaron. If they both lose today, they're probably both out over the international. It's the worst game. You know, during international break, chairmen always sack their managers. They think they could make a difference. Jay's got 3-1. All right, that's pretty cool. Oh no. Harry Potter gone. 5-1. That's what he's saying. If that result comes in, 100%. Next is the biggest game of, forget FPL, it's the biggest game of football in the world. And it is the best team, the champions. You heard that correct. The champions, Liverpool, versus Arsenal, probably the favorites for this season. They're going to try and play it down. They are 100% the favorites. They've bought every player, right? They've spent even more than Liverpool. And their team's been together. Even Mohamed Salah said they're the favourites. Arsenal. But I'm still going to back my boys. I'm going to go 2-1. 2-1 Liverpool. Mohamed Salah on the score sheet. And Ekitike to continue his scoring run into the international break. Victor's gone for a 2-2 draw. I think a draw, or let me continue with the Tom's gone 2-2. I think a draw is very likely. Arsenal don't really lose to the top six. They're relentless, but I'm sure I saw a stat. I mean, you look, come back to me on this. All the gunners on the chat. Arsenal haven't won at Anfield in the Premier League. Is it for 12 fixtures? Is that correct? I'm not quite sure. I haven't fact checked it, but someone sent that in WhatsApp group. 3-1. Nil is a probability. I think a draw is a big problem. Arteta in these type of games, he just locks the game down. McDonald's gone 2-2, Colm 2-2, Anusuki 4-1. This I haven't. If that prediction comes in, we're going to do something special next week, man. This is Delia's probably the most correct. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the match. Mike's one is completely incorrect. We're not having that. And Wade's probably correct. I had to go through all of these because I think they're important for this weekend's one. And Liverpool 2-2. I think that's all of this. So keep catching up. We feel behind. Don't worry. We're going to block Jay in a minute. We're going to have to block her if she carries on with this that stuff there. Right. The last one is actually. Oh, I was thinking, what's Wade doing? It's Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace, a 7 o'clock Sunday game. It's a rarity. If you're like me and you've got Watkins and Rodgers, you are on a Sal's very popular. I'm literally praying for goals. I'm going to go for Let me try my best to not do. I'm gonna. Here we go. Here we go. This is what I've gone for. Watkins 2 goals. Crystal Palace score. Maybe Mateta gets that goal. Victor's gone 2-1 Palace. Oh, you're still catching up. Christie's still catching up. Let's see. Anasuki is saying 3. Watkins bracer. If that comes in. Aston Villa 2. Crystal Palace 1. I think that's what I went for as well. What did Jamie say? Jamie's gone for a draw. Freshy's gone for a Palace win. Interesting. J 2-1 Villa. I think Villa as well. Tom 2. Yeah, I think, see that result there. I'm seeing a trend. 2-1, 2-2 draws or Villa nick it. It looks like to me a draw or Villa nick it. Yeah, that's pretty good. Chris is still catching up. His internet. He's only got. He's still on dial-up. Chris is still on dial-up. I spoke to him the other day. He hasn't got internet in the area he lives in. He's on 2G. Is it 2G? So keep going, Chris. I know the internet will come through to you soon. Don't worry. That's all the results. McDonald, cool. You're just catching up with all of yours. That's good. So that is it. We got everyone in, and it was nice to have like everyone in doing the predictions. I really loved that. Thank you for everyone that stayed. Loads on X. Remember to jump onto YouTube, like the stream, leave a comment as well, even after the stream finishes. Retweet, share it, all that good stuff. Get the notifications on. We play this every week. As I said, these were last week's points right here, as you can see. And then I'll add them up for the month, and we'll have a prize winner. It's something that we do every week on here. It's really good fun. Some people in here are pretty strong. Last week, I think I had a go at Mike, but then I didn't realize I forgot he only put in, I think, 2 because he was in relegation. But this week, I got a feeling he's going to come strong. He's 12 points last week. J Nova. Did J Nova get in all of his results? He better put all of these ones in. Please, this one here is the important one. Please like and subscribe and share, please. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Everyone watching on X, you can easily retweet it on X. Put a comment in there, please. It goes a long way. Make sure you're following me on X, but also jump on to YouTube as well, where we do things like this, a bit more interactive. I'll be doing a bit more things this season. I've got some members things as well. I've got that. Feel free. You're more than welcome to become a member to support the channel. I've been doing content for like 2 years now. And to be honest, if anyone becomes a member, that money just goes into the prize pot as well. Good luck. Thank you very much, Wade, bro. Thank you. And you know what? I'm going to wish you good luck as well, because you're on a free hit. I hope that comes through just before international break. So I hope that comes through for you as well. Good luck, Mike. Mike, I'm going to wish you good luck in FPL. But, you know, I'm not going to wish you good luck in real football, because this weekend we are going to get it. We are going against it, mate. Your team against my team. Tricky one. We're both like up there for the Prem this season. So not good luck for football, but good luck for FPL, mate. I wish you good luck. Thank you for jumping on. And also, you know what? Why haven't I shouted out Mike? 1 minute. You know why, Mike? Put in the name of the Mike, just so if you don't know, he does a pod as well. It's an Arsenal pod, and there's a lot of Gunners in this chat. So you lot should definitely check it out. At least once a week. And my memory's gone. I forgot the name, but I'll put it in the description. Check him out. Arsenal pod, talking about everything, all of the important subjects, injuries, what's happening, what the manager's doing, transfer, everything you need to know. You get your dose. It's very, very good. The two that do it, Arsenal fans that actually go to Arsenal matches and know the team, and they're not like some of the other Arsenal channels that just shouting and screaming for views. They're actually just talking like football. So definitely check it out. Mike's knowledge is super, super good. So apart from when he says stuff like this, see up the Arsenal. Don't like that. Freshy, good luck to you, brother. Thank you very much. Delia, good luck to you. Let me see what Anasuki saying. My math ain't map Coleman picture on first and second for the month. Oh, you're calculating the months already? Nah, we're not doing that yet. Good luck, everyone. Brian, thank you very much for jumping in, Brian. You 15 points last week. Not too bad, man. Top 4 predictions next game week. Let's see, though, bro. Let's see. Let's see if you can do that. Good luck to everyone, Anasuki. Liverpool for top of the league. Let's hope so, bro. That's what we want, man. Let's hope so, man. Come on, you. Wait, how many Arsenal people is in here? What is this? This should be dominated by Liverpool fans, man. What is going on? But this week, listen, I'm going to wish everyone good luck. You go and enjoy. Go and enjoy. Let me see what. Oh, what did Delia say? Something, by the way, Bo dodged the second part of my comment. Let me see it. It's going to be something rude. Or best of luck. Up the Arsenal. Oh, I knew, of course, I dodged that. you Arsenal fans, I don't want you lot to do well this weekend. I'm sorry. Like, if Liverpool don't win the league, I always want Arsenal. I prefer them than to United or City, if I'm being honest with you. But not now. You're competing with us now, so I do not want that. The mask is coming off. Nah, man. These little hair flicks. It ain't going to work at Anfield. Van Dijk and Konate are going to smash him up. Take him out of here, man. Oh, I need to learn how to spell his name correctly. I'll need to learn how to spell who? Ekitike's. Thoughts on autumn transfer to Newcastle? You know what? I don't know much about him, mate, but I did ask someone who watches Bundesliga hard, and he said to me, he's very good. Bayern Munich were fully interested. They didn't want to pay the inflated price. Okay, Bayern Munich didn't want to go above 60 million. But I heard he's very good. He's tall, lanky, but he's not just a player for the air. He's got wicked footwork, very clever, and a very promising player. So that's as much I know. I don't get to see him week in, week out. I've only seen little clips of him, so I tried to check him out quickly. But it sounds good. And one thing I'll say, Eddie Howe's is just a ridiculously good manager. So I expect him to bring the best out of him. It might take a couple of weeks to get up to speed with the Premier League, how fast and how aggressive it is compared to Germany. But it looks a good signing. But what I will say, it looks like, even though he's not a speed machine, you've got so much pace wide. That's not a problem. You need someone that can link play. So I think he's going to be a good transfer. And also, you're getting another transfer in as well. Just remember that. You're getting someone else in. So bear that in mind, whether it's Wissa or someone else that is a bit different. Okay, you might even still get Strand Larsen. A lot were saying that they're too similar, but I've heard they're not. So that's very interesting. But let's see how he does. Interesting. I mean, let me know your thoughts on it as well. What do you mean by Konate? What are you laughing for? Come on, man. Go. The weak link. What are you talking about? Decent Euros. You see, there you go. There we got some more information popping up. Gahey, hopefully he turns up for Liverpool as well. Was thinking maybe Isaac release coming. Cheers, mate. No problem at all, mate. Wish you good luck. And I think Isaac will be leaving. Yeah. No problem. Good luck, brother. Hope you enjoy. Love you too, more. Great stream as always. Chat once stream ends. Leave a comment. Thank you very much, Deli. I really appreciate that. It's always nice to have you on here. As I said, hopefully this weekend, good FPL for you, but hopefully it's disappointing for football. Need my team to win. I'm sorry. But listen, everyone. Everyone will remember Delia. Exactly. Thank you very much, man. Really appreciate Strand Larsen report. He didn't travel. Yeah, he's definitely leaving, mate. So I reckon Newcastle snap him up as well. Makes sense to cover yourself. Because you've got so much pace wide and fullbacks. You don't need a speed merchant up front, although it helps, but you don't need one. So yeah. Thank you, everyone. Listen, what did he say? He has been hideous this season. I know he has been hideous. I'm talking him up, but he has been stinking up the place. But listen, anyway, I've kept everyone here. Thank you very much. Everyone liked the stream. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Pure good love there. Listen, everyone on X, do me a favor. Retweet, like, subscribe. I'm going to see you all. It's not next week. There's no deadline stream. But if you subscribe to the channel, I'll be doing some other content as well. And I'll be doing some members content as well. So feel free to become a member as well. I'll do some exclusive content for the members. So listen, anyone, take it easy. Bye-bye. I think that's end of the stream, man, before my belly starts rumbling. See ya.